Lonsdale Cup, 2.5 miles a furlong. In the early strides, it is the outsider of the party, Le Grand Vizier, who sets the pace and immediately goes 3 lengths clear. The Stradivarius is settled in second place as they pass the stands. Racing in third at this stage is Stratum and the pink jacket of Spanish Mission as they make their way at just an even gallop away from the packed enclosures. Nice to be able to say that. And they head now towards the final mile and 6. So the Grand Vizier is setting an even pace, leading by around about 3 to 4 lengths. Stradivarius sits in second, Stratum races in third, and in fourth place is Spanish Mission as they continue their turn. Gradually that'll take them towards the back straight, and when they enter it they'll have 1.5 miles to go. So the Grand Vizier, with stamina absolutely proven, is going to ensure that it does not in any shape or form develop into a dash, and has extended the advantage as they reach the 1.5 mile point to 6 lengths over Stradivarius in second place. Racing in third is Stratum, who's 2 lengths further back, and Spanish Mission, held up at the rear, would be 10 lengths off the leader now as they continue their progress down the back straight. Virtually identical furlong time is being set there by Richard Kingscote, and a slightly faster one now. So he's not hanging around out in the lead. It's not breakneck gallop. Frankie Dettori in second place, anxious to know where Stratum and Spanish Mission are. They're tracking him at this stage as they take little path with around about 10 furlongs to go. So out in the lead, the Grand Vizier leading the Weatherby's Hamilton Lonsdale Cup field, 34 wins between them. The Grand Vizier assured, barring any mishaps and non-completion, of 8,000, finishing at least fourth. He's out in front at the moment, leading still by 6 lengths or so. Stradivarius in second, Stratum in third, and Spanish Mission in fourth. So a game of cat and mouse amongst those 3 in behind. As meanwhile, out in the lead, it's the Grand Vizier, who is the hare, still has 8 lengths in hand. They make their way now, and Grand Vizier just asked for a little bit more effort there by his rider. He's going to try and maximise the use of track position and hope that they ignore him in behind. Frankie Dettori has the decision of when to try and tow up the main pack. He's still 6 to 8 lengths down. Stratum and Spanish Mission's objectives are just to shadow Stradivarius, and there you can see the gap between the leader, the Grand Vizier, as they make their way towards the 5 furlong pole. It's been pretty constant throughout, and the rider just asking for a little bit more. Again, even sectionals, set very well rated out in front. Richard Kingscote doing the best he can on a horse that is a big priced outsider, and he will head off the home bend first with a lead of 6 to 8 lengths in the Weatherby's Hamilton Lonsdale Cup. Stradivarius heads up this home straight. Frankie checking behind once more. Spanish Mission in the pink jacket. Stratum is pushed along out in the lead, trying to expose any weakness is the Grand Vizier, but the pack are closing, spearheaded by Stradivarius, who makes ground smoothly. Flat out Spanish Mission in pink colours. Stradivarius is now asked for the effort. Moment of truth for Stradivarius fans. Out in the lead narrowly from Spanish Mission, who's drawn to within a neck. Frankie Dettori now has to ask Stradivarius to fight off Spanish Mission. The two of them are locked together in the Lonsdale, head for head and toe for toe. Stradivarius and Spanish Mission. Spanish Mission gets his nose in front. Stradivarius tries to fight back on the run to the line, and a big duel. Stradivarius and Spanish Mission, and Stradivarius, the old master, may have just got up. It's close between he and Spanish Mission. The Grand Vizier was third, and Stratum in fourth. What a battle. Frankie thinks he's won, and for once I agree. Stradivarius on the outside of Spanish Mission, who got to him, may have just headed him, but on this occasion the camera will show Frankie the picture that I think he wants, that he has won a 3rd Lonsdale Cup for Stradivarius and a 6th for his own. Frankie Dettori and Stradivarius, the old guard, may have won the Lonsdale.
I'm sure too, Richard. And I haven't had a roar on a racecourse like that for a very long time. Here we go.
Finish for first place. First, number 3, Stradivarius.
There's another big roar. The old boy's done it.
And I've just spoken to William Darby, as has been the way here at York, with the crowd favourites. They're going to hopefully take him back down in front of this crowd. They appreciate him, they love him, and I'm sure Dettori is really thankful he had a willing partner there.
Well, explain that.
Well, he really needed him. You got another young horse taking him on, Spanish Mission. And there was a moment where Dettori pulled his whip through and he slightly lost focus and momentum, then back through to the other hand for one last lunge. But also, it's not his run style. This is what we want, Ed. Look at this. They'll love this.
Magic, and it's not about Frankie this. Let's be honest, this is all about Stradivarius, the king of the staying division for so long. Was his crown slipping? Well, he's dug it out today because Francesca up that straight. Spanish Mission eyeballed him. It was an epic head-to-head.
I like the way you say it's not about Frankie, it's about Stradivarius, but I can assure you Frankie will be loving this because that duel up the straight really got the crowd going. We could see them all here literally lifting the York stands in excitement, watching that duel. And for a moment you thought Spanish Mission was going to get the better of him. What I love about him, look at him, he's just run an extended 2 miles. There's not been a sweat on this horse.
No, we said he was so laid back in the prelims, wasn't he? I suppose as he's got older, he's got a lot more relaxed, and it's probably played into his strengths today. And what credit to him. There was only 4 runners, but what a finish! That's what we wanted.
Just drink these pictures in, people. This was empty this time last year. Just brilliant.
John Gosden, the team, massive pat on the back. Frankie Dettori, he gets the accolades as well, being as good as ever. What about just he retained that pinch of enthusiasm from his fantastic owner as well, didn't he? He certainly needed it.
Yeah, Bjorn Nielsen has believed in this horse all the way along. He's even actually discussed the idea of maybe the horse staying in training next year. How great would that be? Frankie's with Ollie.
And that was just the most phenomenal horse race, and he is truly a phenomenal horse, ridden by, as we know, a phenomenal jockey. How good was that?
It was some battle. He passed me, I passed him back, he passed me back. And then I think he knows where the line is, and then he just popped his head in front of the line. I mean, he's getting older and he's getting wiser. I don't think you're going to see him winning by very far these days, so he got the job done. He's an amazing little horse. I was nearly choking up when he got amazing reception.
That was magic, wasn't it? Just hearing how popular he is. And the team were just saying beforehand, he seems a bit sort of quieter in the preliminaries beforehand, but Tony on your right was saying that's sort of by design at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he takes it all in. It's not his first rodeo, so he knows exactly what he's got to do. And I mean, he's a joy to ride. I love him so much.
There's something about this place and emotional interviews with you,
yes.
with a navel here. And you've ridden some special horses at this course.
It is, absolutely special as well. Well done, Buzz.
Well done. Frankie, from all of us, congratulations.
You have a look when he got there?
Surinder Palmer on the right there. Surinder Palmer looks after Stradivarius. There's TV's Tony Proctor on the left in the yellow tie. And I think we'll just leave this because the winner's enclosure, they are running to get a vantage point to welcome back Stradivarius. Look to the right there. Magic. Frankie knows this is all about the horse. Bjorn Nielsen, well done, sir. The owner on the left there. Bruff Scott's to my left, who's seen pretty much everything in racing. Bruff, you look a little bit, something in your eye?
I promise you, I just went across to Frankie there to look at that old horse. He looked a bit classy beforehand. He did it, and he wasn't going to be beaten. That's the loveliest thing to see, and I'm so lucky to be here. We're all lucky to be here and see this. It's just what horse racing is at its best.
And Bruff Scott loves a duel. That was a duel on the straight. What a horse Stradivarius is. Get you a hanky, Bruff. That was wonderful. I think I want to see it again. I just want to see that duel again, Adele.
just as the taps were starting to get turned on. Dettori's looking back. Where is the danger? Who's going to challenge? And that was left to the youngster, Spanish Mission, to come through and throw it down to him.
He did. We were saying Frankie was looking between his legs. He was looking around. He wasn't quite sure when to commit because you don't know whether to go start chasing after the pacemakers sooner rather than later. And what a finish though, honestly. And what a great run though by Spanish Mission as well. He's run really well. I think this is his last run before heading out to Melbourne. He'll be pleased with that.
100%, yes, he's got to entry in the Melbourne Cup. I imagine down under they'll be watching that run closely, thinking, well, if a horse can get that close to Stradivarius, he's going to be exciting on the first Tuesday in November. He is, like you say, the younger blood on the scene. He's done so well. And I love the fact that they locked horns. The Stradivarius just able to pull out that bit more.
You need two horses to make a great battle, and we certainly had it there. What a brilliant bit of horse racing at its absolute finest, as said by Brough there. I've never seen Brough that excited. He looked like he could nearly have done a flying dismount. You never know.
A very emotional Brough Scott, as I say, who's seen pretty much everything in racing. Likewise, Stradivarius, his trainer.
Yeah, thanks very much, Ed. Bjorn Nielsen and John Gosden are here. 16 group wins, 3 Lonsdales. John, have we just seen a Muhammad Ali, a Tyson Fury off the canvas?
Well, it's a little, he used to sting like a butterfly and float like a bee, didn't he? But he's a little more rope it up. Now, there was not the pace he likes. He loves a good pace to run at. So it was always going to be a sort of fascinating race. Spanish Mission put it up to him. Frankie said he headed me, and then I got back, and then he headed me again, and I got back. So it was a proper race for everyone to watch.
John, you might have trained higher rated horses than Stradivarius, but surely you've never trained anything quite like him from longevity point of view.
He's phenomenal. I mean, to have won 4 Goodwood Cups, not be able to run in the 5th because it was bottomless, to run 3 Gold Cups, 3 Lonsdales now, 2 Yorkshire Cups, a Doncaster Cup. As Mark just said to me, all those miles of racing, let alone miles of training. So put it this way, he's not requiring this right now. So full marks to him, and great performance, and we'll see what we want to do. He still enjoys his training. He's very enthusiastic about it all. But as I say, a stronger run race at his age so he can come at him probably suits him better.
Well, the owner has suggested that if he won today and perhaps won again this season, that he could possibly even race on at 8 next year.
Well, look, I always think a flat horse for full horses at their peak is at 5. But having said that, so many of the great jumpers race on at 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's no reason